Welcome to the O'Connor Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning, focusing on long-term care needs, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today I wanted to talk about a Medicaid strategy that might be beneficial and helpful for married couples. So many times we have married couples where one spouse is going to remain in their home and the other spouse will need nursing home or skilled nursing care. And so to be able to qualify the spouse that needs the long-term care needs, that needs the nursing home care for Medicaid, while still allowing the well spouse, which in the industry is referred to as the community spouse because they stay living in the community, still allow the community spouse to have the monies that they need to be able to live their normal lifestyle, while their Medicaid recipient spouse must only have assets in the realm of the lower realm, so to qualify. So one of the things that we use as a tool is the purchase of an annuity. So how it would work, the community spouse, according to Medicaid guidelines, is allowed to have up to $126,420, at least right now at the time that we are making this video. They're allowed to have that much money in assets, and any money in excess of that, their spouse would not qualify for Medicaid. So should the community spouse have $250,000 in assets, let's say, that are not an exempt assets that we have to address, what they could do is they could purchase an annuity for the $123,000 and change, and that way they bring their assets down below the threshold. Medicaid would not see that purchase of an annuity as any sort of transfer that would subject to a penalty. Instead, Medicaid treats that purchase as an investment. So they're saying that you just took your money and you invested your money in this annuity. It is not considered a transfer that would subject anybody to a penalty period during the look back. So say the community spouse purchases this annuity and then what they will receive is a monthly check through their lifetime or through the duration of this annuity to supplement their life, so that way they can still maintain the same sort of lifestyle that they had before their spouse needed the nursing home care. There's some criteria about how this annuity has to be to qualify for a considered by Medicaid an investment. So for one, it must be irrevocable. You can't have the right to take the funds back and basically break the annuity. It's an irrevocable purchase. You must receive at least the money back that you put into it. The annuity can't extend longer than the anticipated life expectancy of the annuitant. So they have those insurance charts and those financial charts where they project people's life expectancy, all that good stuff. And the state must be named as a beneficiary. So that way, should the community spouse pass away and before all the payouts have been made to them, the state of Florida, in our case in Florida, would then be entitled to the final payments up to the amount to be reimbursed their Medicaid lien. So they would be entitled to recoup the monies that they had paid for the spouse that was in the nursing home's care, or even the community spouse's care if she ended up becoming a Medicaid recipient somehow. They would also have to have reimbursement for any medical there. However, if the community spouse outlives the annuity, the annuity will just stop paying, but then she would have at least had the benefit of all of her monies while her spouse still was able to qualify for their nursing home care that they much needed. So that's one method, a tool that's in the toolbox that elder law attorneys use to help people qualify for Medicaid. This is a tool that is something that couples might be wanting to explore. It's, again, like all Medicaid tools, there's really no one-size-fits-all. It's something that you should have a conversation with your elder law attorney about to see if purchasing an annuity like this is something that would benefit your family. And so I encourage you to reach out to counsel for assistance if this is something that you want to learn more about. If you would like to reach out to me, you may do so. I do offer no-cost initial strategy sessions where we talk about what it would look like to qualify for Medicaid and talk about some of your concerns and legacy goals and all that good stuff. If this information has been helpful to you, I ask that you like and share with others. And as always, thank you for joining me.